What's going on, everybody, and welcome to J Sports Seattle. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the Seahawks. I'm just going to go over that roller coaster of a game, and man, it was the worst win I've seen in a while by this team. Let's just hop right into it. If you like the video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share for more Seahawks and Seattle sports content. Without further ado, let's get on with the video. Oh my goodness, man. That game probably took 2 or 3 years off my life. First I thought the game was over in the first half when we were down 14-0, down 21-7. That is crazy that we came back from that deficit, but I'm going to say it right off the bat. I mean, you see him on the screen, even though the video is not playing. Leonard Williams is the reason why we won this game. It's not even close. We were dead in the water. The Jets had us dead to rights. I mean, we had 2 fumbles. We shot ourselves in the foot multiple times, and somehow we still won the war. And it's all because of Leonard Williams. I know, the offense eventually got it around, and Geno made some good plays. And no, I don't care. Leonard Williams saved the game. That pick 6 saved the game, and that was the type of momentum we needed. We carried it into the second half. Didn't let the Jets score at all in the second half. And that's kudos to Mike Macdonald, telling the defense, hey, game's not over. It's a one-score game. You got to go out there and play. And they sure as hell did, and they got it done. So credit to the defense for stepping up in the second half and not letting the mistakes in the first half, especially since the special teams put you in that position to begin with, not letting it, affect the rest of the game. Mike Macdonald, he's instilling that the game's not won in the first half, it's won in the second, and the game's not won in the first quarter, it's won in the fourth. He's instilling that same mentality that Pete had when Pete was running the show, and that's good. That's great to see, and then that goes a long way, especially when your special teams fumbles the ball as many times as it did, and fumbles the bag as many times as it did. I mean, the special teams single-handedly almost pretty much lost us this game, pretty much, if we didn't lose this game. And that's why, the title of this video is going to be a game that we lost but somehow won. Because we should have lost this game, but we didn't. So that's just, it's a testament to the coaching that Mike Macdonald is instilling in these guys to keep fighting till the very end until there are quadruple zeros on the clock in the fourth. And that's what they did. We got our third straight win, and we're looking really, really good and looking red hot going into next week when we face the Cardinals again for round 2. Shout out to I do want to give a shout out to Geno. He played a great game today. Didn't turn the ball over. Managed it well. Yeah, I guess that fourth down sack was pretty costly in the. We were literally at the half-yard line, not even. But you know what? I chalked it up to Grubb's just got to run it there. Even though our O-line has been as bad as it was, they can at least muster, or at least our running backs, whoever was going to get the ball, could at least muster at a half-yard to get into the end zone and break the plane. So Ryan Grubb, he called in the end. He called a better game, but that drive right there, that was horrible. And he's got to fix that because that was bad. That was really, really bad. That was very embarrassing. And the Jets read us like a book on on all that drives. We literally had 8 chances to get a yard or 2 yards, and we couldn't do it. Unacceptable. We won, but we scored 26. But still, technically the offense scored. The offense technically scored 19. So the offense didn't really have the bestest of games, but it got the job done, I guess. In the second half, they turned it up. The first half, they weren't doing anything, really. And in the second half, they really turned it up. So, we only had 259 total yards. It looks like as much as this was, wasn't really a defensive game in terms of yards, yeah. Because, 2 turnovers, although, granted, our turnovers were on special teams and not on the offense. And our turnovers were forced, a fumble and then a pick six and then a fumble, which was nice. But like 259 total yards compared to 258. I mean, it was pretty. I mean, look at that. That's the definition of pretty much even. And this game could have gone either way. You can see it. You can see like the Jets were looking really, really. They had a 91.7% chance of winning that game, with 7 minutes and 57 seconds left in the second quarter. So the fact that we turned that around is crazy. I will say this. Let's actually not hold up before I say that. Oh, and also, Cardinals took a loss today. The Niners are getting blown out as I expected in Buffalo. The Bills just scored, so they're going to be last in the division. They're going to have sole place in last in the division. I think they kind of already do, and they'll continue to have it. But today, 84 yards on the ground. That's been the story of our rushing attack this year, not reaching 100 yards per game. Passing yards, we were stifled. 3 sacks, not good. But playmakers came in and came through. DK had a couple nice catches. JSN clutched up with a few nice catches. Like, it was really, really nice to see that our playmakers stepped up with the way our game was going. Like, we were not meant to win this game, and we still did. And that's, obviously Leonard Williams won us the game, but DK and JSN, they had their time to shine too. And I'm thinking at this point that JSN has overtaken DK as the wide receiver 1. I really think he's now wide receiver 1 because, I mean, he leads the league he leads the team in passing yards. I think he leads the team in receptions and targets. He's wide receiver 1. I mean, it's simple as that. And DK is now wide receiver 2, and then Lockett is at wide receiver 3 right now. But yeah, D. Williams, he is not a good kick returner, and that could be that could not always be his fault. I do believe that Jay Harbaugh does deserve some of the blame in this, like not prioritizing ball security and blocking for when we let up that return touchdown. Like, this was definitely Jay Harbaugh's worst coached game so far this year. But then again, he is a rookie. He's a rookie NFL special teams coach. So there are expected to be some bumps and bruises, but this was just brutal. This was very brutal. Shout outs to Ernest Jones, who had a great game today, especially against the run. We only limited Breece Hall to 60 yards on the ground, only 89 yards. This is, I think, our 4th straight week of limiting teams to under 100 yards, which is amazing. That Ernest Jones acquisition really saved this team in cutting Tyrell Dodson and promoting Tyrese Knight. That's really, really good to see. Only 185 yards allowed in the air. That's perfect. Although I will say Josh Jobe got cooked a lot, and he's just he's a practice squad level player, and that's what you're going to get out of him. No offense to him, but he's played solid. I mean, for being undrafted free agent and coming from the practice squad, he's been playing pretty good. So I can't even fault him for this game at all. He had a few key pass deflection. I think he had like one pass deflection that saved a first down. So Josh Jobe, he deserves it. I guess he didn't, but I think he was in coverage had some good coverage and a couple good thrown balls by A-Rod. So yeah, Josh played a good game today. Overall, everyone played a great game today. Especially, obviously Leonard Williams. Like, he's going to get 3 TFLs, 2 sacks, pick 6. He has to get pass deflection. He has to get Defensive Player of the Week. And speaking of Leo, he is the first player in NFL history with multiple sacks, a pick 6, and a blocked field goal in a single game. According to ML Football, Williams is making a strong case for not just Defensive Player of the Week, but for Defensive Player of the Year. And we have not had I don't think we've had a depoy since Cortez Kennedy in 1992. So if he were to get depoy, that would be insane. But we'll see what happens. I don't know who is in leader for DPOY right now. Let's see. Leading odds in DPOY NFL. So right now it's TJ Watt. Obviously, I don't even know why. I feel like I had to search that up. After this week, though, I'm sure Leonard Williams is going to get bumped up because a 92-yard pick six as a defensive tackle is not something you can just look at lightly. But yeah, I mean he's not even on this list right here. So we'll see what happens. But I don't think he is in contention for Defensive Player of the Year. He has to have like 2 or 3 more games like this in order to be in contention. So, but still, he's having a great year so far. He has 7 sacks. I want to see how many TFLs he has. I know he has a few TFLs. TFLs. It does not like to see. I don't know why it doesn't want to show me tackles for loss. Like total season tackles for loss. I mean, that's okay though. I mean, he's. Oh, here we go. Tackle. See tackles. STF. Stuffs. He has 3.5 stuffs. 5 sacks. Well, like he's having a great year. I mean, overall, he's just having a great year, and definitely got to. I mean, he had 2.5 sacks last week. Like I don't know how he didn't get Defensive Player of the Week last week for 2.5 sacks. So he's having a great year, and we need those big plays from people on our defense. That's why we have Devin Witherspoon. That's why we have Leonard Williams. Julian Love had a nice tackle on that in the final drive for A-Rod. Like we have playmakers on that defense, and we have playmakers on the offense. JSN made some plays. Gino made some plays. Walker broke a few tackles, had a couple nice runs with how bad this O-line has been. DK, like Barner had that touchdown. Like overall, like team, it was a nice team win. But staying the course, not letting your mistakes dictate the rest of the game. They locked in. They got it done. So heading into the Cardinals game, we'll have a lot of momentum. I'll be at that game, so that's going to be awesome. Hopefully I can go 2-0 going to Seahawks games down here in Glendale, Arizona. But that is, I mean, what a crazy game today. Like insanity. But let's just look at Mike McDonald's reaction to
I got one game ball, okay? Look,
Leonard Williams.
Guys playing his off. I mean, guy had a pick six and then a third down pretty much to end the game. Oh, baby. Leo! Leonard Williams, let's go!
Let's go, man. Like, I know Leonard Williams is hyped. And I know he's ready to go and get it done again next week against Kyler. And he seems to be doing well against Kyler, and he did well against A-Rod. And this is just, it's amazing to see. He's buying into Coach McDonald's coaching, and McDonald's buying into his play. I mean, he's arguably the best defensive player on the defense this year. I mean, pretty much. Devin Witherspoon's been playing great this year. Ernest Jones has been playing great since he arrived here in Seattle, but he hasn't always been in Seattle. Leonard Williams has been playing out of his mind. So props out to him for stepping up and leading us to this win. That's why we signed him to that bag, because he can make plays, and he did. So that is what an awesome day for him, man. Just an awesome day for the Seahawks to come back and get that W. We'll have a lot of momentum going into Arizona next week. Like I said, I will be at that game. So, that one's going to be a good one for sure. That's going to be definitely going to be a good one. So, I will definitely preview the game later this week. So, definitely stay tuned for that. But I think that's all I have for this video. If you like the video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share for more Seahawks and Seattle sports content. Thank you for stopping by. Have a good night. And go Hawks, go Mariners, and go Kraken. And even though the Sounders, they lost in the Western Conference Final, go Sounders.